Hey everybody, I would like to share with you this wonderful vision that I had a couple of months ago. I spoke about it briefly in a video that I did called Who is Jesus to You? I didn't get into much detail about it, but I figured that, if I got the time, I can definitely do it, and which is the moment right here that I have. And there's also a message included with this too that I had actually after a couple of days of thinking about this vision. I mean, it was short, but it was very, very meaningful to me. And I'm pretty sure it'll be the same to you too. I was thinking about good works, the good things we do as human beings. And immediately it was like I was seeing treasure, like gold coins, gold objects stacked as high as the building that I was probably in, or even higher. I estimated maybe over 12, 10, 11 feet tall. And the width of it, I'm just thinking about that now, the width. I mean, it was enormous in size, maybe 9 feet across probably. I don't know the exact measurements, but it was a lot. And then immediately I was just right back to where I was, just thinking like, wow, that was a cool vision, and I know there was some meaning to it. It is not our good deeds that gets us into the kingdom. It's not. If it was so, then Jesus would have never been born. Even he said this to Pontius Pilate, the Roman governor of Judea. He said, for this reason I was born, to be handed over to you. Because he knew that his time was short and he had to be crucified, the savior of humanity. In Ephesians chapter 2, verse 8 and 9, it says that, for by grace we have been saved through our faith, not of works. It is not of ourselves. It is a gift from God, lest anybody should boast about it. So when you get into the kingdom, number one thing you would notice is that people in heaven, the saints, they would not brag or boast about anything except Christ, because it's all about him. All of it. It's not about what we did, but it's about him. But to still be able to receive treasure here on this earth and also in the kingdom because of our good deeds, it's a wonderful thing. But our good deeds does not get us into heaven. Our good deeds get us rewards in heaven and things, but the gates won't be open just because, we gave to the homeless or we fed the needy. No. Jesus done that for us. And it's all about him. A couple of days later, as I was thinking about that vision, what came to me was bags of gold. I wasn't too familiar about bags of gold until I really started thinking about that word that was given to me. And I started like, okay, I'm going to the scriptures and I'm thinking like bags of gold. And I know that Jesus had a parable about the bags of gold. And so I went to it. And this was in Matthew chapter 25, verses 14 through 30. And it speaks about 4 people. Got the master, and he got 3 servants. The master decided to take a journey, and he entrusted his servants with bags of gold, money, according to their own ability. The first servant had received 5 bags of gold. The second servant received 2 bags of gold. The last servant, the third one, he only received 1 bag. And then the master went on his way. And those 2 servants immediately put their work into use, doubling their portion. So the first servant that had 5 bags got another 5, total of 10. Same thing with the second servant. He received 2, double his portion, got a total of 4. Last guy, he hid his bag. He hid it. He just buried it. Cast it aside, just didn't really care much. And suddenly, the master came back. And when the master came back, those servants had to give an account on what happened, and what they received, and what they gave them. And they was excited. Oh man, the two servants was excited. Like, hey, you know what? You gave me 5 bags of gold. I doubled the portion. Here, got you extra 5. And just the joy that you can read from the master's words, good and faithful servant, well done. The first 2 servants, they did their job. They put in work with what they received. But it wasn't well with the last one that hid his talents, that hid his bags of gold. He didn't get that good news like the other 2 servants did. He got something worse. And his punishment was bad. I want you guys to read this story for yourself. After this video, or you can pause it and read it. You will see what happened to him. So after that, me reading that, I start to think, am I doing something with what God gave me, what he invested in me? Am I doing something with the gold, with the talent that he invested me with? And I can honestly say, yes, I am doing something with it. And I want to make him proud that I am doing something with what he gave me. Don't be afraid of what God has given you. It's a reason why you have it. And that is what brings you joy, is when you start putting it to use. God invested much in you, but it's something worth having. I hope you all understand this message. I love you. Take care.